Aston Martin's stint in this ground effects era has been a hit or miss. I mean, the team quickly caught up to the competition at the early parts of 2023, but only to drop the ball with the in-season development, from which the team hasn't recovered ever since. Fall of grace. Aston Martin had a remarkable start to the 2023 season, looking like the only team that could trouble Red Bull that season, with Fernando Alonso picking up 5 podiums in the opening 7 rounds, coming so close to fighting for race win and pole at the Monaco Grand Prix. But since the team brought their first major upgrade package to the AMR 23 for the Canadian Grand Prix, the team went on a downward spiral, with the team losing performance with each upgrade. The team was left scratching their head as the competition had caught up and surpassed, making Aston Martin's early season efforts look futile. The team conducted extensive data gathering towards the tail end of the 2023 season to understand the cause of the issue to help the development of their 2024 challenger. But the performance of the AMR 24 was worse than its predecessor, failing to even match the performance peaks of the AMR 23. And just like how it was in 2023, with each upgrade Aston Martin brought to the AMR 24, the car kept getting slower and slower, which is usually not how an upgrade package works, with the team having a very lonely championship campaign in 2024 to finish P5. Newey's arrival. Midway through last season, it was announced that Red Bull's chief designer Adrian Newey will be leaving the team to join Aston Martin. And when I heard the news, I thought that Aston Martin had finally invested in the right personnel who could feed in the winning culture to push the team towards the sharp end of the field. But it was quickly revealed that Red Bull had contractual obligation that Adrian Newey, after submitting his resignation, couldn't join a new team immediately and would have to serve a gardening leave. And as per that, Adrian Newey has just joined Aston Martin's F1 project this month, which means, in his own words, his priority will be to focus on the 2026 car and not on 2025. And any input from him on the development path of the AMR 25 will only reflect on track towards the end of the season, which means majority of AMR 25's performance relies on the existing staff of the team. So it is critical for the team to prove their potential to both Adrian Newey and to the world. Point to prove. Everyone in Formula 1 knows that having Adrian Newey by your side will put you in the path of success. Though the impact of his absence at Red Bull will only be felt with the new regulation for 2026, we still saw Red Bull fight for race wins towards the end of 2024. It proved that after Newey's departure, Red Bull could still fight for race wins and can operate at a very high level. Over the years, we've seen that with Mercedes, McLaren and Ferrari, that despite not having the aerodynamic genius, the team could still build a car to fight for race wins and championships. The same way, I see 2025 as an opportunity for Aston Martin to prove to the world and to Adrian Newey that they have the people in-house to develop a car to recover from the pitfall, to fight for podiums at the final year of the regulation, closing the gap to the top 4. Last year, Aston Martin's performance was an absolute disaster, and it was truly disappointing to see a team with so much resource fighting in a championship of their own, where the top 4 were clearly ahead and the bottom 5 were slowly catching up. With 2025 being a season with stable regulation from 2024, Aston Martin has data from 3 seasons to analyze, to understand the problem and their concept to build a better car for the 2025 season. And by seeing the images of the AMR 25, it seems like the team has done just that, and I really hope their efforts pay off. Though by looking at their performance at the preseason test, it looks like Aston Martin is set to have an even worse of a season in 2025 than what they had in 2024. I really hope the data that the team gathered from the preseason test would help them recover from the pitfall by developing good upgrades across the season, as it's critical for the team to have a strong end to the final year of a regulation to prove Aston Martin's potential as a team to both Adrian Newey and to the world that Aston Martin as a team is all set to become a powerhouse heading into the new regulation. So, a lot is riding on Aston Martin's back heading into the 2025 season. The team has a lot to prove, and it is both a pressure and responsibility for the kind of resources that they have at their disposal. So yeah, that's my opinion on Aston Martin and what I expect from Aston Martin in the 2025 season. And let me know down in the comments on what are your expectations from Aston Martin in the 2025 season. I'm curious to know what's your take on it, so put it down in the comments. With that being said, if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Forum if you haven't already. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Forum, and I'm out. Peace.